Hello everybody, this is my fourth rebooking video. I will post a link to a playlist in the video description below that has the previous shows. To catch you up to speed, Roddy Piper is the world champion, the Hart Foundation are the world tag team champions, and Tito Santana is the Intercontinental champion. One thing I'd like to say before, I am only doing a one venue show for WrestleMania 2. The real WrestleMania 2 took place in 3 different venues, but not this one. So buckle up, it's time for the show. In our first match, we have Koko Ware taking on Terry Funk. This match was added to the show because on one of the episodes of WWE Superstars, Koko Ware defeated Terry Funk with a roll-up, surprising him. After that match, Funk beat him up, sending him off television. When Ware made his comeback, he challenged Terry Funk to a match at WrestleMania 2, and Terry Funk gladly accepted. The match starts off with Terry Funk beating down Ware. He beat him from pillar to post. He tried to pin him a few times, but Ware fired back and hit a crossbody after being tossed into the ropes. Ware got a 2 count, which angered Funk. Funk tossed him outside the ring and then whipped him into the steel pole. He then sent him back into the ring and went for the pin, only getting a near fall. Back in the ring, Terry Funk began to work over his knee. He pummeled him with everything he could to destroy the knee. He then followed it up with 2 pile drivers and got the pin and the win. As he was celebrating his victory, Terry Funk grabbed Ware and sent him over the top rope and onto the arena floor. The shot then followed him, going to the backstage area and then back to the ring for our next match on the show. The winner of the match, Terry Funk. In our next match, we have Kamala taking on George the Animal Steele. This match was booked when Kamala and George Steele had a match on WWE Superstars. The 2 men had a match that ended in a double countout because the 2 men fought on the floor and to the backstage area. The fight did not end there, as the 2 brawled around the back hall of the arena and into the underground parking lot. Kamala started the match, beating down George Steele in the corner. George fought back and knocked Kamala to the mat. From there, he gave him a big jumping knee drop for a near fall. Kamala came back to his feet, and the 2 traded vicious chops to the delight of the crowd. The match ended when the 2 collided in the center of the ring. George Steele fell to the mat. Kamala followed it up with a bounce off the ropes and hit a big splash for the pin and the win. Steele slowly got to his feet and then chased Kamala around ringside to the backstage area. The winner of the match, Kamala. In our next match, we have Ricky, the Dragon Steamboat, taking on Harley Race. This match was made when Harley Race made an open challenge for a match at WrestleMania 2. Harley Race said he's the best wrestler in the promotion, and if there was anyone in the back that thought otherwise, to come out and accept his challenge. Steamboat came out, and the 2 went nose to nose before officials stepped in and broke them apart. The match kicked off with Steamboat hitting some fast-paced moves. He went for a pin and only got a 2 count. Harley Race came back and gave Steamboat a body slam in the center of the ring. He bounced off the ropes and gave Steamboat a jumping knee drop for a 2 count. The match ended when Ricky Steamboat climbed to the top turnbuckle and came off the top with a flying headbutt. He then hooked the leg and got the win over Harley Race. The winner of the match, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. In our next match, we have Randy Savage taking on Jake the Snake Roberts. After a series of matches that ended in double countouts and double disqualifications, this match was made between the two to determine who is the better man. The match kicked off with Jake Roberts going for the DDT and Randy Savage escaping just in time by rolling to the floor. The referee laid in the count and then Roberts went to the floor. The two brawled. Roberts grabbed Savage and dropped him rib first on the guardrail. Back in the ring, Randy Savage went on the attack, hitting big move after big move. He gave Roberts a body slam in the center of the ring and then climbed to the top and hit his big finishing move, the flying elbow smash, for the pin and the win. The winner of the match, Randy Savage. In match number 5, we have the Hart Foundation taking on the British Bulldogs for the WWE Tag Team Championship. The British Bulldogs earned this title shot after beating all the other tag teams in the WWE. Before the match, the Hart Foundation cut a promo saying they are going to put the British Bulldogs to sleep and are going to retain their tag team titles. The match started off with Jim Neidhart and Davey Boy Smith doing a test of strength. Davey Boy Smith got the advantage until Jim broke the test of strength with a kick to the gut. He then immediately put on a standing side headlock. Smith sent Neidhart into the ropes, and then Neidhart came off with a powerful shoulder tackle. He then went for a cover and got a 2 count. Davey Boy Smith came back and went to give Jim Neidhart a big body slam. He brought him to the corner and had him over his shoulders. He went to charge forward, but Jim slipped off and gave him a shove into the opposite corner. As Davey Boy Smith bounced back, the Anvil grabbed him and gave him a big neck breaker. The Anvil tagged out. Davey Boy Smith made it to his corner and tagged out to Dynamite Kid. Dynamite and Bret fought and traded punches back and forth. He then put Bret Hart in the Boston Crab and got the submission win. The British Bulldogs were able to capture the WWE Tag Team Championship belts and the fans went wild. Winners of the match, the British Bulldogs. In match number 3, it is Tito Santana defending the WWE Intercontinental Championship against Butch Reed. This match was made when Butch Reed punched Santana in the head with a steel chain, causing him to bleed buckets. Before the match, Butch Reed was checked for weapons and no weapons were found. The bell rang and the match was on. They locked up and Butch pushed him into the corner. The referee tried for a clean break, but Reed slapped him across the face. This angered Tito, and Santana punched him in the face. Tito Santana had Butch Reed dazed. He bounced off the ropes, and Reed ducked, sending Tito through the ropes and to the outside. Butch Reed went to the outside and sent Tito into the steel pole. He then tossed him in the ring. He grabbed him and gave him a big gorilla press slam. After that, he followed it up with a pin and got the win to capture the WWE Intercontinental Championship. The winner of the match, Butch Reed. In our main event, match number 7, Roddy Piper takes on Hulk Hogan for the WWE World Championship. The match kicked off with Piper rolling to the floor to stall. After a while, Hogan had enough and went to the outside and tossed him into the ring. He then gave him a big body slam and picked him up and sent him into the ropes. Piper bounced off the ropes and was given a big clothesline. He went for the cover, but only got a 2 count. Hogan continued to beat down Piper. The shot went to the entrance where we saw Bobby the Brain Heenan coming down to the ring. This distracted Hogan and Piper and gave Piper a chance to get back on offense. Piper gave him a jumping knee to the back. He then beat him down. Hogan eventually fought back. He gave him a big boot off the ropes and followed it up with his big leg drop finisher. He only got a 2 count because Heenan pulled Hogan out of the ring. Hogan went after Bobby Heenan, and Piper took advantage of this and waffled him with a chair behind the referee's back. He then tossed the hurt Hogan into the ring. Roddy Piper applied a sleeper hold to Hulk Hogan. Hogan's arm dropped 3 times, and Roddy Piper retained the strap as the fans in attendance pelted the ring with garbage. Piper had a big smile on his face after the match as the show then went off the air. The winner of the match was Roddy Piper. So that's it for this show. Check out the playlist in the description box below for the other shows, and I'll be back later with another video. Peace.